Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome.
Good morning, Howard.
Am I high enough?
You got problems today.
No, that.
Oh, right there. Oh, okay.
You're hurting my camera.
I heard your camera.
Sorry about that.
Look at the smoke come out of it. Well, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Let's Talk Antiques here on Thunder Radio.
Good morning.
And, well, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning again.
All right.
I told you 3 times.
Yeah, I know. They've been harassing me for a while here.
Third time's charm.
Third time is a charm, yeah.
Anyway, this is Let's Talk Antiques, and Philip's supposed to give his spiel now about where to find us and when to watch for us.
Do you
remember? Oh, he forgot.
You forgot it.
We're
Are
on.
you
We're on. We're on WMSR right now. There you go.
Where are we going to be later, though?
Later we'll be tonight. Later tonight we'll be on Charter 193 P-Head. And probably before then, usually I get it uploaded if all the computers cooperate on Facebook and YouTube, and you can find us at Let's Talk Antiques on Facebook or YouTube. Just a search, you'll pull us up, and be sure to like, share, and comment. I forgot one of those been on that, so and that helps share it around to other people.
Right.
And
If we get enough, will people? Do we get a raise?
Exactly. Yeah, there you go. A huge one. And we're also on LightTube every day at 1:30.
YouTube and LightTube.
On Channel 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
What about that?
Any other tubes?
No, I think that's it. If we have anything else going on, no, that's it.
That's it.
I don't think there is no tubes left, is there? Not in radios, not in TV.
Everything's I didn't. Is it still transistors, or do they do something different?
They're past.
Even transistors are out of date now.
Guitar amplifiers.
Oh,
yeah, guitar amplifiers. There you go.
People are wanting tube amps.
That's what I was trying to. I was explaining to one of my daughters about couches in Tullahoma, how they've got all this old stock there.
Yeah.
And
NOS.
yeah, there you go. And
now it's valuable, a lot more valuable.
Absolutely, they had a big stash
when
of
they
tubes
sell
there
it.
that John's son was asking me about and helped him organize. And he was like, wouldn't you know it, the ones that they had, about 150 of them are the ones that are worth like 75 cents each instead. Because I was telling him, a lot of those old amps, you're buying a really old tube.
They're needing oscillators and rectifiers.
They're going for a lot of money.
Yeah.
But they didn't have any of those. And I tried to explain to my daughter what a tube was the other day, and
she didn't know.
She's never
How far
seen
did you get
one.
with that?
She nodded her head.
You ever see that one on There's a picture on Facebook of 2 young girls, teenagers, and they're looking at a payphone. And one of them's taking a picture of it with her camera, and the other girl's just looking at it like, what is that?
Yeah.
They never used, a lot of these kids have never used
Well, they've never seen a payphone.
or a landline. There's a lot of them never seen landlines.
No.
And if you think something else will tear them up, if that payphone had been a rotary,
Oh, God.
that sure enough would.
Yeah,
Touch tone would have been a big deal, but a rotary?
It would have took them a while to figure out how
And
to
I
use
saw that too. There was somebody did a Facebook. They gave a phone number to a couple kids, and they had the old rotary phones.
I saw that too.
And they told them that to call, and they were dialing the number and then picking the phone up. And of course, and then they would put it back down, and they tried they didn't figure out that you had to pick it up and then dial,
Hey, and if you really want to mess them up, get the old phones that didn't have the rotary, you had to get the operator.
Oh, yeah.
You just had the headpiece and the mouthpiece. That would really get them.
If you dial 0 now, does an operator pick up?
I don't know.
Probably a computer picks up.
I'm sure it'd be.
Well, just dial 0 there.
We'll check it in the commercial.
Well, hold on a minute. He's going to dial 0.
There probably isn't an operator anywhere.
Try it. Try it and see.
Might get a nasty call.
See
from
what
the
kind of
phone.
accent they have.
Yeah. Hello?
I know that if you dial for information, you get a computer.
Really?
Yes, huh?
Okay.
Howard,
Yes, sir.
pick that phone up and dial 0. Hurry up so we can get this show going.
Should we prank them while we're on the air?
Well, yes, we should.
Let's just see if you tell us what happens, Howard.
Might as well do it right.
It went dead.
Nothing?
Didn't even get a dial tone.
Well, do what Ronnie said. Dial 411 and see
yeah.
dial 411 and let's see if you get information.
He'll get a computer.
Wasn't it 1411 or is it just 411?
Well, it used to.
411 on cell
It
phone.
used to. Okay. It used to be 1411.
What are you getting?
Directory assistant.
All right.
There you go.
Got it all
So,
411.
so
Yeah.
that's still there.
But you cannot get an operator.
No, you're gonna talk to a computer.
Well, anyway, so much.
Well, I doubt if there was really an operator left.
You didn't get anything when you dialed 0.
I did. It just blank. It was.
Maybe if you had
Maybe
a rotary
they
phone,
don't
it would
use.
work.
Maybe they don't use it no
I
more.
must not. I don't know. That's never thought about that before.
For the home
I think that's
rotary people,
something.
it seems like you'd need it. Can you still use a rotary? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you
Actually,
can.
I know that.
Is that federal law or why? Why can you still use one?
Because the rotary thing,
It's
it's
the
actually it's
tone,
something I
one of them's
learned when I
poles.
was a teenager, and there was a locked phone that you couldn't dial on, and you could pull off the receiver, and then for a 4, you tap the whatever the little thing that the receiver sat down on, the
Yeah.
little button. You tap it 4 times real quick, and it would dial a 4, and you tap it 7 times real quick, and you get a 7. And so that's how you beat the locked rotary dial thing.
Oh.
So it's not actually the
Well-
thing. It's a breaking of the voltage or something
You
like
remember
that. So-
remember calling collect call? I want to make
yeah.
a collect call to so
Yes.
and so. That was my parents, and they'd and then
I'd say you
what-
did
and
that
they'd
in
say,
the military.
What's your name? And you'd say John Smith. And that isn't your name. And then they'd answer on the other end, and they got a collect call from John Smith. Will you accept the charges? And of course they say no, but this was prearranged. They knew you had arrived home safely.
Yeah, or you got
There
to
you
your
go.
hotel.
And you didn't have to pay for the call.
Yeah, that's smart.
Remember that?
Howard,
What?
that's cheating a poor telephone company.
Poor. I wish I was that poor.
The poor operator.
What about poor Mama Bell? Aren't you
Mall
ashamed?
Bell, yeah.
Yeah.
You don't hear about Mall Bell anymore, do you?
No, she's went by the wayside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what.
And I bet a lot of our listeners wouldn't even know who Ma Bell was.
That's my dad has a bellsouth.net email address, and I'm really surprised that AT&T bought him out, and they let him hang on to the email address. So
Yeah.
I figure at some point they'll go.
Well, when
"Nah."
they bought them, they got the domain too.
Just grab it.
Is that what they did?
Yeah, they got that domain so they could keep it. Went with the business.
Yeah. Well, that has nothing to do with Let's Talk Antiques.
Well, I don't know.
But
Are we gonna
now-
talk
Well,
about
I
telephones
tell
today?
you what,
What's that?
it kind of does.
We
I
could
bet-
talk about telephones. We could talk them their ears
I
off
bet
about
you if we looked up
telephones.
telephones right now, vintage telephones, especially payphones, it'd probably be a lot of money.
Yes.
Yeah. How about
But-
the old ones you used to have to crank? Remember that?
Yeah, that's what I was telling you
Yeah.
earlier, that,
Yeah.
you know, that you had to signal the operator.
Well, when you cranked it, I think you made enough. It had like a little generator in it.
Yeah, it
And
signaled.
that sent a signal or an electric impulse back to the
sent
switchboard,
electricity
and they knew
through.
somebody was on
See,
that line.
one of them's tone
Hey.
and one of them's pulse.
Yeah,
All right, speaking of telephones, since you started this,
I did.
yes.
Okay.
I got a rare vintage royal blue with gold trim rotary wall telephone in mint condition. 6 bids, $2,850.
I gotta go. I think I got.
You got to go find your old
I'll be
phones.
right back.
Here's a nice one. It says vintage jade green automatic electric monophone telephone. Yeah, I guess that'd be mono. 46 bids for this green one. $1,453.
My goodness.
Here's a,
How about a
uh,
Prince's phone?
Here's a vintage Western Electric payphone, 3-slot payphone. $1,000 was the buy it now.
Yeah, but the unique thing about that payphone,
Yeah.
it's got the headphone that you pick up.
Oh,
you
really?
know.
Oh, yeah.
True. Yeah, it's got the
And
hand.
instead of having the built-in both pieces,
Yeah.
you know, it's got the headphone
It's got
and then
the
you speak into the mouthpiece.
mic on the front, yeah. And here's a vintage 1937 rotary phone, Bakelite brown. 20 bids on that, $832. Oh, sorry.
Gee, talk about phones.
Sorry, there you
And it
go.
rings.
You got a
Well, you even got a payphone booth.
here's a Bell
Those booths are
South
great.
telephone booth
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
1960s.
think about that. There's no payphones around. Where does Superman change his clothes?
Well,
On the run. He does it on the run
He does it
now.
on the run now.
Here is a vintage telephone booth. It's got Superman inside of it.
There you go.
See?
Does he come with the booth?
He's
I
in the
bet he
picture.
does.
He better. It
Well,
says
no,
20 bids. It went for $800. Let me free local pickup. I was going to say what's shipping
look
on
at the
a phone
description.
booth.
See if Superman comes with it.
Okay. Vintage original phone booth, Bell System, metal glass, Superman telephone booth. Condition is used. Glass in great condition. It reads New Jersey Bell on the top. It's stainless steel, no rust. Has a mannequin with a Superman costume.
How about that?
Well, heck, that's worth something.
Well, yeah.
There you go.
See?
That would be but how many people are going to get it too? Don't you have this one here?
I do have.
The 1950s wooden telephone booth with. Do you have the payphone in it, or is it just the booth? Oh, okay, $800. Says,
Well, and mine actually come from the state capitol.
oh, cool.
Wow.
And a phone booth's no good without a phone in it.
No.
Well,
Yeah.
that's true.
What can you do?
Right.
Yeah. It's just a tool shed then or something.
Yeah.
Here's just the
Storage.
telephone receiver for a restoration project. 10 bids, $700. We'll call that. Here's a new old stock vintage 1956 Western Electric rotary phone, model 500, $550.
My
A
goodness.
1976 bicentennial Western Electric payphone, 3-slot. It's got a red and white stripes going up it, and then a blue cash box on the bottom with a white handle.
You know what I would call that if I had that? I wouldn't call it that. I'd call it Evil Knievel phone.
Close, yeah. $475 for that one. So
Bring more money as Evil Knievel.
Yeah, I
wouldn't it?
probably would.
okay, here is here's one that looks like what my parents had. Stromberg Carlson model 1543 vintage dark blue desk telephone, $393.
My goodness gracious.
Was that a 3-slot payphone just right below it? Looked like a 3-slot. Is that a 3-slot?
Yeah, 3-slot electric payphone. Salad fork hook is the holder on the receiver, I guess. Stuff. 21 bids, $380. Here is a vintage Eric phone rotary dial telephone, butterscotch swirl. So this is like some kind of weird looking.
That one's
thing.
different.
Yeah, $384. Let's see. We used to have what we called the French phone. That was an odd one that we had when I was a kid. I bet that's worth $200 now. I wonder if that's been thrown away, or if it's stuck in a closet.
It's probably stuck in a closet.
Come on and say,
It had
hey,
a-
where's that old
It
phone?
had a 4-prong plug on the back of it, and we had to have some kind of special
Adapter?
plug. I think it only fit in one bedroom or something like that.
Yeah, they were kind of like a funny looking thing.
Yeah,
the
that's
French.
so there you go.
All right.
So anyway, and I finally get down to to the first touch tone one. It says vintage original gray AT&T Western Electric telephone model 2503. $250 was the buy it now on that. So
I wonder how many old phones got thrown away, thinking they would never
Lord.
be worth anything.
There ain't no telling.
Plenty
now.
of them.
I'd say they're in closets. I mean, you don't. Well, I mean, like some. of them. Oh my goodness, I had this one in college.
And look what it's worth now.
It's a trim line telephone. It's like a clear
See-through one, so you can see the work.
You can see the works
Yeah.
on it. And it doesn't look in great shape. 26 bids, $230.
You're kidding me. Oh, I wish I.
That's something.
I bet you our listeners,
broke
some
down,
of them does
threw it
have
away.
some of those.
I
phones.
bet there's a lot of old phones
I
stuck
bet
in
they're
drawers
out
and
there looking in their
closets.
stuff right now.
We got a call. We
got a
have
call.
a phone call.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna have to make it quick because we got to pay the light bill.
Right. Let's see. Get the buttons off here. You're on Let's Talk Antiques.
Good morning, sir. Talking about telephones, I have a 1906 oak case Stromberg Carlson. It's all there when you crank the little handle, the bell rings on it.
Yeah.
You got the generator and everything in it. And then also I have a very large clock that sits in the garden. It's about 7 foot tall. It's 24-inch face on it. And it's a Stromberg.
Oh, we done.
And it's got a great big old metal base from it. The metal base came out of Tullahoma in the late 1890s.
Okay.
And it's a
Now is
beautiful, beautiful old clock.
Is this the candlestick Stromberg, or is it one that goes on the wall?
No, it's the wall hanger.
It's a wall
Okay.
post. It's
Yeah,
one of
it's
them.
a
But it's got the oak case in it.
It's one you crank.
Yeah.
It's got the generator
okay.
on it.
I see pieces
Yeah,
of them, but I don't see a whole one on eBay.
You'll
Yeah, I've got
be hard pressed
I've
to
got
find
that
one.
one. I've got that one, and of course it's for sale. Then I've got a 1899, I think, that hangs in my house. It's a lot bigger and a lot heavier.
Well, according to all
But
these
they're
pieces,
both complete.
according to all these pieces that just pieces of the phone, you'd make a lot of money just taking it apart.
Yeah, but it's too pretty to take.
Oh, I don't blame you. I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't part out for
Yeah.
nothing.
No.
Yeah,
There's nothing like that been sold lately.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
there's nothing on here.
There's
like
not that
really
many
is,
of them
yeah.
left.
No, you got a good piece, both of them.
Definitely.
Yeah, I took the one that we hung on the wall. It doesn't look as good, but it is a lot older and it's a lot heavier, built stronger. You know.
Oh, yeah.
And as they came into the 1900s, they started making them a little smaller,
Yeah.
Till we're talking on them right now. You know.
That's right.
So, but they're beautiful, beautiful telephones, and you just don't find them hardly anymore.
No, you
No,
don't.
you don't. They're rare. And you got
All
some
right.
nice faces there.
Well, thank you for calling.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
y'all have a
Thank you
wonderful
for
day.
listening, too.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All
Bye-bye.
right. Bye-bye. Okay, yeah, that's pretty interesting, though, old clock like that.
You know, a phone.
the clock. Oh, he had a clock, too. But,
Yeah, but he had phone.
but he had the phone, yeah. I meant to
Hey,
say
you know
that.
what we got to do?
Well, I know. I was thinking twice. And,
We got to pay the bills.
Uh-oh, it's too late. There went the lights. All right,
Never,
we'll
never
be,
too late.
Who turned
Howard.
out the lights?
yeah, we'll be right back with more Let's Talk Antiques. I almost said Swap and Shop, but I didn't. We'll
Kind of like
hang
that
around.
there.
We'll be right back,
Yeah.
folks.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in and get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy pick.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
All right, we're back with Let's Talk Antiques, and we've been talking about phones.
And our obvious segue next is to go to knives.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's kind of sort of the same. Don't cut yourself when you enter the phone. So, yeah, we're going to get back on our subject that David picked for us today, which was knives. I guess
But you-
pocket knives.
You
and
know,
hunting
that's what I
knives.
like about this show, though. I mean, well, here we are just having a conversation. Who would have realized telephones would bring that kind of money? I didn't.
I did. No, I never would have guessed
That's what makes this show unique. We can start anywhere and show how something can be made some money from,
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Dave asked me
including vintage headphones.
to look up.
Yeah, we got those here.
That's next segment, yeah. Dave asked me to look up history of knives, and I was like, well, that goes back a pretty good ways.
Not too far, is it?
Mankind's first tool, they generally figure. Knives were used at least 2.5 million years ago, as evidenced by the old Darwin tools, originally made of rock, bone, flint, and obsidian. Over the centuries, in step with improvements in metallurgy or manufacturing, knife blades have been made from bronze, copper, iron, steel, ceramics, and titanium. Most modern knives
Wow.
have either fixed or folding blades. Blade patterns and styles vary by maker and country origin. Knives can serve various purposes. Hunters use a hunting knife. Soldiers use combat knives. Scouts, campers, and hikers carry a pocket knife. There are kitchen knives for preparing food. The chef's knife, the paring knife, the bread knife, the cleaver. Table knives, like a butter knife or steak knife. Weapons be daggers or switchblades, knives for throwing or juggling, and knives for religious ceremony or display.
Too many
The
knives.
Kirpin.
Too many categories.
You want me to tell you the parts of a knife? Cause,
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
do that.
All right, we've got the blade, generally important part of it.
Obviously.
You got a handle.
The business part of it.
Yeah. The point is the end of the knife. The edge, the cutting surface extending from the point to the heel. The grind is the cross section shape of the blade. The spine is the thickest section of the blade. The fuller is a groove added to make the blade lighter. The ricasso is the flat section of the blade located at the junction of the blade and the knife's bolster or the guard. The guard is the barrier between the blade and the handle to prevent the hand from slipping forward and getting cut.
Yes.
The hilt or the butt is the end of the handle utilized for blunt force. And the lanyard is a strap used to secure the knife to the wrist.
Good Lord, how many,
there
would you
you
ever
go.
guess there was that many parts to a knife?
Would you?
I would have gone
No.
with two. I would have gone the blade and the handle.
Yeah, that's what I would have
did.
said.
So they've let's see. We're mainly going with folding knives for our subject we're
That-
going to, right?
yes.
So
I don't
jump
know.
to that.
Depends on when you pull them up.
Yeah, well, you got this. You got the computer.
I've got tons of folding knives pulled up here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we don't need. There's a whole bunch of different spots on that. Let me jump to history of case knives. How's that?
Okay, go
Okay.
with it.
That's a good-
Okay.
I got a case in my pocket.
In 1989, the Case brothers began making knives and selling them along a wagon trail in upstate New York. Few American knife makers can match the colorful history of W.R. Case and Sons cutlery. The company traces its roots back to 1889, when the Case brothers began making knives and selling them along a wagon train in upstate New York. In 1900, the four siblings incorporated their business to form the Case Brothers Company. They ran the business out of their father Job's home, and even though the patriarch of the clan never actually made a knife, they put his face and birth date in early advertising because they believed that 1847 and the mature face of Job made the company appear older and better established.
Now that was smart. It really was.
The current company was founded by John Russell Case, who started out working for the brothers, including his father, W.R. Case, for whom he named his company. Russ, as he was known, was a natural salesman, and when his uncles realized he was making more money selling the knives than they were building them, they issued an ultimatum. Russ must take a pay cut or leave the company. So Russ
I got
left.
jealous.
So he
didn't I?
left and formed his own company.
So Russ left with his brother-in-law Harvey Platt and formed what became the W.R. Case and Sons Cutlery. Harvey had been with C. Platt's and Sons, another cutler company that was struggling. When Harvey's knife-making skills and Russ's salesman, Case became a household name. During World War I, Case sold the Navy 81,000 knives for 39 cents each.
Gosh.
Oh my goodness.
During World War II, Russ offered his employees dependable transportation to and from work in company case cars, also saving gasoline, oil, and rubber in a time of rationing. The case car tradition continued through 1976. Case also provided NASA a special knife for the manned Apollo and Genesis missions.
That's
So,
something.
Pretty cool.
I did not know there were two case companies.
I
at
did
one
not
point.
know that either.
No, that's
I
what
bet the other one didn't last long.
I bet they didn't
when
either.
brothers
I
demand
bet
that
they
another
absorbed
brother
other
take a
and
pay
absorbed
cut,
it.
they
Yeah.
leave and form their own company. 'Cause
Happens
they're
in the
doing
hamburger business all the time.
They're too successful.
Families start restaurants like that.
Right.
All right. Well, have you ever purchased a vintage case knife?
I've got a few,
Got a couple?
Do you?
probably 75 or so.
Okay. I've got a gorgeous case wagon wheel trapper collection, a set of 20 knives with certificate of authenticity, 46 bids for this display, $1,335.
So now that's a display for the knives,
Yeah,
right?
it's a display with 20 knives.
Oh, you've got
inside
one
of
too,
it.
Davey. You
It's
got
really
a knife
nice.
display.
Mm-hmm.
A good and a nice
Cool.
one.
That's a really nice one there. Here's a Case XX Blue Scroll 1977 Stag 12 knife set with fixed blades with a wooden collector's box. 49 bids on that, went for $1,350.
Wow. I'm going to have to dig out my old pocket knife.
Yeah, if you got a
Yes.
case of them, you definitely.
Well, you need to be keeping them cleaned, and
Well,
and in a good low humidity place
oh, yeah.
Here's
But-
a
so they won't rust.
here's a 2008 or a set with 6 patriotic knife sets. This is one of 500 made. With all boxes and cases, $1,300. Those 7, and like I said, that's only a little over 10 years old. Collection of 20 Case XX knives, circa 1998 to 2000, $1,100. So there's some expensive sets. Let's
Now
find a
you're
couple
getting
of
down to one
singles.
knife.
Yeah,
Here is
that's what we want to
a
talk about.
rare Bulldog Heart Abalone Peacock display knife prototype, mint in box. They were asking $2,000, and they got somewhere between $900 and $1,400 for that one. And it's very fancy. How do you describe that, David? I don't.
Fancy sounds good.
I don't have the
Fancy's good.
Well,
It's
hold
got
it up in front of your microphone
It's-
so everybody can
exactly.
see
It's
it
got
on radio.
engraving on the blade, and the hand, the body of it is gosh, all kinds of
Looks like the blades are gold colored and,
Yeah.
and the body's
It's got a lot of
bone.
scroll work on it.
Yeah.
Body's bone or something.
yeah.
I've
I'm sorry.
I've got a vintage antique folding pocket knife. It's a Bowie Wade and Butcher. It's between 1830 and 1836 for $3,006 with 44 bids.
Oh wow.
Wow.
That's a little higher in that case now.
Oh man, there's some good ones on here.
I got a
Okay, so you're going to do case, Philip
Okay.
is, and you're going to do vintage. We're going to have a little contest there.
well. I've already gone through my high ones.
Well, what was your highest?
Well, actually,
It was a
that,
bunch.
that one there was a
The prototype
The
one?
first
Yeah.
one by itself was like about 900, somewhere around 900
Okay.
bucks or something.
Just
Okay,
get-
but before we get going on the contest, guess what?
We got to
Gas-
pay a bill,
gas
don't
bill.
we?
We got to pay another bill.
Hey, we're gonna get a rebate on that. gas
Hey,
bill.
how about that?
Yeah, it's something.
Too bad our transmitters aren't gas powered.
It could be.
It can be.
Could be. Yeah. All right. We'll be right back.
See you later.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in, get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy pick.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
Let's continue with knives. These pocket knives, right?
Pocket knives.
Pocket knives.
Okay, so
Vintage pocket knife.
so Philip's on the case side of it, and Ronnie's on just the regular, just all kinds of different knives. So, Philip, give us that.
Oh,
we got a phone call
there.
Got a phone call.
We tried twice to get to this now.
That's all right.
Let's see what we got. You're on Let's Talk Antiques.
Good morning, sir. You're talking knives. I've got a whole lot of military knives, including I've got 2 trench knives. One was made in the trench in the 40s, and one was made in the trench even earlier than that.
Oh, you got
But
trench
I-
art.
Yeah.
Yes,
Knives.
sir.
Yeah.
But I carry in my pocket a single blade case knife, and they were given to sane employees in 1986. And that's the best little knife I ever had. One-bladed, solid steel.
Yep, that is a good knife. They used to give me one every year, and I didn't even have to work for them.
I've carried this one for 20 years, I guess. I bought it in a bunch of junk I bought. I like it. It was, real nice shape. I throw it in my pocket, and I've carried it for at least 20 years.
Ain't that something?
But it sharpens good. It uses well, and you don't know it's in your pocket.
Well, we looked up some of those trench knives. What'd you find there?
I found one that a World War II made for $2,025 after 36 bids. So.
Yeah, I've got one it's a huge one, boy, and then I've got a small one.
Okay.
But they're real nice. They're heavy duty. They got odd looking handles on them.
Yeah, the World War I ones bring more than the World War II generally, but
yeah,
still.
The one I'm sure was probably made in World War One. It's kind of bland, but it's a nice small knife. But the one made in World War II, it's a great big old heavy knife, boy. You could chop a head off of it up there. It's so strong.
Who knows? They probably did.
Yeah, probably.
No telling how many men your knife was killed.
I've got a bunch of regular military knives that are made by Camellias and just a whole bunch of different companies.
That's really good.
But,
so you sound like you collect a few knives then.
No, I really don't. I can buy myself straight.
He's the Lynchburg picker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't really collect nothing. Once I've owned it,
it's ready.
The end
it's
is
for
over,
sale.
and I'm moving on to the next thing.
There you go.
Except for your same construction knife, you won't keep that, don't you? Carrying your pocket.
Yeah. I've carried it for 20 years, I guess, maybe even longer.
That's great.
I found another one about 4 years ago. It was unmarked, the same knife, but not marked, and I gave it to my brother-in-law, and he carried it ever since. But, you always got a small pocket knife, and you don't know they're there, and they're just handy as a handle-on piano, if you could was such a thing.
I use my pocket knife all the time.
All the time.
Everybody carries
all
it.
the time.
Especially people our age that carry a pocket knife. Well, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for the
Yes,
call.
sir. Y'all have a wonderful day.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, I've got to point out one vintage knife I found because of what I was searching for his stuff. It's a World War I 1918 trench fighting knife. It's a paratrooper knife, and it is brass knuckles with a handle.
Oh, God.
And then it's got a sheath to go over the knife on the end. So it's like brass knuckles with a knife on the end of it.
That guy meant to hurt somebody when they came
It
after
says
him.
it's for trench fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
How about looking up a Japanese
Samurai sword?
No.
Oh, those samurai swords are
No,
$5
no.
if
Oh,
you
I
get
know.
a real one.
Japanese what?
Mine went blank. It's bayonet.
Oh, but, yeah.
Japanese Army, World War II Japanese Army bayonet.
Don't you worry, Ronnie. They ain't found nothing. How's your stuff?
About yay long.
Well, if we hit samurai swords, you'll say something.
Oh, yeah.
I got original rare Japanese World War II Type 100 paratrooper bayonet with scabbard and frog. 22 bids, $1,175. And this looks more like what I associate a longer bayonet. It's a Type 13. It went for $740.
Yeah.
So how long is yours? I know you got one.
It's probably about yay long.
Okay, that's the ones that
okay.
are worth more.
So about 17 or 18 inches long, it looks like.
Yeah, I think so. I should have brought that. I never thought about it until we started talking. But my dad came home from World War II with 2 Japanese Army rifles and that bayonet.
Yeah.
And I got the bayonet. The rifles, one went to my uncle. And I don't. I guess
Did
my
your
history,
dad take them off some Japanese?
I don't know that
soldiers?
part.
Yeah. I like that. That'd be neat.
And
That'd be
the other one, my son Rob has the other Japanese Army rifle, 7.7 millimeter.
Yeah.
Did you ever shoot it any?
Oh yeah, I went deer hunting with it. It was a good rifle. The only problem was the stock was a little on the short side, so you had to be real careful that you really had it up there
Had it
tight,
up against
because
you.
otherwise it would and it'd knock your shoulder
Oh,
apart.
yeah, there you go.
Did you get a deer when you went?
Yeah.
Oh, did you?
Long time ago. Yeah, back.
Yeah, what'd you get? What'd you get?
No, it was a big old deer.
A doe, a buck?
No, it was a buck.
How many points?
I don't know.
Did
I
you?
forgot.
You didn't keep the antlers?
No, I should have, but I didn't.
Yes.
You could have made knife handles out of them.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I could
There you
have. Knife handle.
Okay, so Ronnie, Give us
Okay.
and then we're going to let Philip. There's nobody can touch you right now, Ronnie.
I have an original Remington baby bullet knife. It's folding stag knives, etched, and it brought $1,957 with 74 bids.
Wow.
Good grief.
Okay,
And
Philip.
$7.90 shipping, not even free shipping on
Philip's
that.
got a prototype.
Oh,
I
okay,
got
here we go.
a Case Classic prototype display knife. The original prototype, handmade, says it's mega rare. So 39 bids on that, went for $831.
Wow.
Well, what's that next one, Ronnie?
I have this is a case now. It's a vintage case tested XX, LP Stockman rough black knife, excellent condition.
3-blade, isn't it?
It's a 3-blade knife, yes. And they had it on a buy it now and took the best offer on it, and that they were asking $21.50, and I'm going to say they got something around for between $11.25 and $19.57, probably about $1,500, something like that.
Probably.
I've got a rare Case Classic model 82050 elephant toe sunfish knife with chip and crack free heart abalone handles, brass liners, nickels, silver pins, bolsters, and case bow tie shield. Never used, carried, or sharpened. Mint in the original box with certificate of authenticity. Do you want to tell Howard what an elephant toe knife
Yeah,
is?
what is an elephant toe?
Is it a 104?
Yeah, it is.
No, you go ahead.
It means it's stubby. The
stubby.
blade's short and fat.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. I just wonder what this elephant toe
I
was.
didn't know.
Well, kind of like a canoe.
Okay.
You know, the canoe knives.
Oh, okay.
You
I thought
know
you
what they
just-
are, right?
No.
I thought you was going to say kind of like an elephant toe canoe. You were going to teach me something there, David. If we,
They're kind of like a canoe knife, which is basically, the little short 2-blade
Oh.
knife.
I
Kind
learned
of
something.
fat.
Learn something every day.
Yeah.
I've got another Case XX R20 2006 Damascus abalone slim lock with leather sheath, $750.
Wow.
You
Yeah,
got another
that's-
elephant knife
The
down.
abalone, are those beautiful handles.
Yeah, that's the
what
how.
it-
That's
yeah.
the
What about your elephant knife there? You got another one.
Here's a Case XX 2002 mother of pearl elephant toe knife. $750 was the buy it now on that.
Wow.
Man, that's
What's
a
the
lot
one the
of money.
guy's got his holding with his hand?
Extra one pattern Case XX red bone cheetah lockback knife. 61111. I guess that's a model. It's circa 1965 to 1969. They were asking $850, and they got about $725, somewhere around there on it. It's nice knife. Really.
Yes.
Ronnie,
Okay, yeah, I've got another case knife. It's a model 6294J
2-bladed.
double X, yeah, 1920 to 1940. They brought $1,125 with 59 bids.
What about that Remington?
Oh, that Remington's nice. Oh, those Remingtons, I like that one.
How much did it bring? It's
brought-
2-bladed too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a R1123 bullet, big trapper knife, folding 2-blade knives. Brought $1,110 with 34 bids.
Well, you got any more?
Yeah, I got plenty more.
Well, get us some singles, not no.
Yeah, we don't want no.
Oh, there's a oddball.
Now this is different. It says large, 13.25-inch vintage, Coricama, Italy red dot. This is Italian knife. Red dot pick lock, stiletto pocket knife.
Real slim blade, long blade and slim.
That's what the stiletto means.
Now,
isn't it?
you think a 13-inch? That's a big knife.
That's
Oh,
a big
yeah.
knife.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I bought $1,005 with 29 bids.
Wow.
What about that and below it?
Okay, now that's a large. It's another big knife. It's a 8 3/4-inch button lock pocket knife. Walden, New York, works well. Bought $911 with 29 bids.
Now, one thing I've noticed Nobody has said anything about Barlow. I thought they were a big knife company.
Well,
Yeah, and there's probably some Barlows in, but they don't bring the kind of money
Yeah,
that those other
because
knives
a lot of
bring.
times I hear people talking about Barlow knives. Barlow.
most of
There'll be
most time,
some Barlows
Are
down
they a
there.
cheaper knife?
yeah, most of the time, remember they had the wooden handles,
Well, you
know,
or
and
the
Schrade-
Bakelite type handle.
Yeah.
Schrade owns Barlow, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got another case, 1920 to 1939 muskrat rough black knife, and it's got the two-bladed knife. It brought $792 with one bid, and that was on a buy it now.
Okay.
Well, now Philip has messed around and got him a higher price
He has
knife.
found
Yeah.
some knives.
A
I
two-blader.
found here's a rare vintage W.R. Case and Sons Rogers Bone Hobo Knife, model 6251, circa 1905. This is so it's got a skinny long pocket knife blade on it, but also inside of it, it's got like a little two-pronged fork.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Hey, Howard, grab that phone.
Yeah, let's go
Oh,
see.
I'd say like somewhere between $1,500 and $1,200.
Wow.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
All right.
You're on Let's Talk Antiques.
Well, good morning. It's me again.
Oh, boy.
All
There we
right.
go.
You're talking knives. I've got a Remington 6-1-1-1-1-1/2.
Wow.
One half.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I've got a brand new. I just happened to look at my console. It's been in there for years.
How many ones
A
was
brand
that?
new-
Well, 4.
4 ones? Okay, and a half. Okay, we're
Yeah,
going to look that
4
thing
ones
up.
and a half. It's a lockback.
Huh?
And I've got a Browning, brand new 440 series, model number 2518, that's still in the box. I know it's, 30, 40 years old.
Yes.
You don't see many Browning knives.
How much, Philip, did you see at Remington?
I don't see any Remington knives.
Huh.
I've got that was
I'm
got
sorry, the case.
Okay.
Mine wasn't working. It's a
I'm sorry.
case.
Okay, yeah,
lockback.
that was the
Okay.
two,
6-1-1-1-1/2.
Take a case, okay.
Yeah, that was I'd had that one. That was
Okay, we didn't put a half
somewhere
in there.
around $850 on that one,
Yeah.
give or take.
And I've got the Browning model 2518,
Are you looking at
440
it, Ron?
series.
2518, Brandon?
I was looking at this other one. I was going to find some.
It's brand new in the box.
Nice find.
I just happened to remember I had it in my console here.
But it was 2518, right?
And then I got a bunch of other different knives. And remember, everything I got's for sale except the one in my box.
Yeah. Well, you got except the chains now.
Yeah, what's your phone number again? 808?
808-7045.
All right.
I got that monster clock in the back of my truck if somebody wants to look at it.
You take it right to
It
him, won't
weighs
you?
about 500 pounds, I guess.
God
man.
almighty.
You can't get it out of the truck. That's why it's there.
Well, I got people looking at it, and I hate to take it out, and it's easier for me to come to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a piano
Yeah.
given to me once, and we loaded it up in my van, and I drove around with it for 2 weeks before I found anybody to help me unload it.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Those are called anchors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what somebody gave me one time, and I actually went and got it. It was a player piano.
A player.
Oh,
Oh,
that'd be-
So I went and got
Somebody
it.
tried to-
Yeah.
Somebody tried to sell me an organ yesterday, and I said, man,
No.
them went out with the monkeys.
Yeah.
sad to say.
Just regular old pianos and organs, and especially them old pump organ. Nobody wants that
Nobody
stuff.
wants them anymore.
No.
That's why they're so cheap. Nobody wants to move them. That's what it is.
I probably got just a little bit about everything y'all are talking about, because I just pick barns and sell and trade and
Yeah.
enjoy it.
Well,
Well,
hey,
hey, it's good to listen to
Hey,
y'all.
that's a good life. I tell
well,
you.
thank you.
Oh, thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye.
All right. Hey, we got to take
I know.
we got to take a break. We'll be right back.
We're way past the break time.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Pick and Rick T from CFC, best place to get you used auto parts and all types of metals to repurpose for your needs. Just take a drive down 55, see this handsome guy, stop on by. Check out our computer for hundreds of autos to locate the make and the model of the part you need. $2 fee is all you pay. Sign in, get a hand stamp, it's good for all day. Bring in your tools, get the parts you need pulled, and use a wheelbarrow to lighten the load. Pay for your parts, prices you'll be fond of. Each part's price the same, Chevy or Honda. Get exchange warranty for 30 days too. Swap out the parts you don't need for the parts that you do. Happy pick.
The Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester has been voted as having the best hamburgers in Manchester. Hometown atmosphere, historical memorabilia, and of course those great burgers, salads, chicken, and so much more. It's the Jiffy Burger on the Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester. Call in orders at 728-4452. You can also order at the convenient outdoor curb service. Hamburgers are made the old-fashioned way at the Jiffy Burger, Manchester's finest hamburgers. Open 7:30 until 9, Monday through Saturday.
All right, we're back with more Let's Talk Antiques, and
Well-
we're going to change gears again?
We're going to have to.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because Philip wants to talk about paperweight.
It's one of those
Paperweight.
things,
We just got to
Howard.
change it up for the end. So everybody knows a paperweight is a small, solid object heavy enough when placed on top of papers to keep them from blowing away in a breeze or from moving under the strokes of a painting brush. While an object like a stone can serve as a paperweight, decorative paperweights of glass are produced either by individual artisans or factories, usually in limited editions, and are collectible works of fine glass art. First produced about 1845, particularly in France, such decorative paperweights declined in popularity before undergoing a revival in the mid-20th century. So it's not all glass paperweights, but mostly. So I pulled up some paperweights here, and found some amazing prices. Here's a 24 karat gold 1776 American Revolution bicentennial coin paperweight, weighs 58.6 grams.
Good Lord.
38 bids, $2,550 for that one. And then here's one of those that they were talking about, the French ones, the 19th century. Well, it says it's English though. Silhouette glass paperweight, and so this is like a globe shape with the bottom flattened, and it has it looks like flowers or coral blooming inside the glass, multicolored, and on that, 24 bids went for $2,408.
Paperweights are going to be high, it looks like.
Yeah, here's a cherry bakelite, Catlin phenolic art deco obelisk paperweight. It looks like a person inside of it. 29 bids, $2,281.
Wouldn't that be against the law?
Well, not a little full person.
little person.
A little person.
A little person.
Yeah, just like 2 or 3 inches tall.
Oh, okay.
So we called that an action figure.
There you go.
Right.
Action
Yes.
figure there. Mark Piesler art glass paperweight from 1890. Or no, sorry, 1980. Dyslexic there on that a little bit.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yes.
1980.
Yeah, but listen to the price, Howard.
It's a glass. It looks like it's got a flower inside of it. It's really pretty nicely done. $2,115.
Wow.
I
And
see
now,
these.
paperweights
I see
now.
these at Bonnaroo, and every year. And there's a glass guy who's got these beautiful things, and I go through and look at them because they're beautiful, and they're always more expensive than I want to spend. But apparently they're worth a lot.
Maybe you ought to buy one and
There you go.
kind of hang on to it for 20 years.
They're worth what the customer's willing to pay.
That's right.
That's true.
What the market will bear, right?
Exactly.
Now, you got any with insects in them?
Not so far.
Oh,
We got one with a carp in it.
There you go.
carp. I got one with a scorpion, but
Vibrant.
I don't think it's glass. I think
think
it's plastic or something.
Really?
Yeah.
This is a clownfish, not a carp, with an aquarium art glass paperweight. It's a clownfish swimming around coral and stuff like that. They wanted $2,400, and they got about $1,700 though for it.
Wow.
They done all right.
Yeah.
Is that a snake?
Here is a exquisite Gordon Smith Cherokee Nation albino snake art glass paperweight, and it's a little baby snake inside of it. Which I remember seeing stuff like that when I was a kid. They wanted $1,750, and they got between $1,700 and $1,600 for it.
Well, I'll tell you what, I had a paperweight
Wow.
one time. I bought it. A friend of mine, he was going to downsize, and it had a rattlesnake head in it.
Ooh.
I've seen those. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Hey, you better give us one more
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
We're out of here.
We're getting close.
Hey, what is that right there? Is that
Here
a
you go.
spider above that horse?
Above the horse now. It's
Okay.
Flowers. Here's a Bucciolini 725 sterling silver unicorn horse figurine paperweight.
Wow.
$1,150. There you
My goodness. Now, I never wouldn't have thought.
$1,150.
It just goes to show you everything is collectible and stuff has, a lot of stuff has value. You just don't know.
Yeah. That's why the show was done so well, Howard.
Uh-huh.
I think we've woke the world up.
We both. Yeah.
All right, we'll do it again next week. I guess.
Yeah, we're going to do it again.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Of course we are.
We'll be here.
We'll be here. Philip's still enthused with the paperweights. He can't believe what he's finding.
Philip's going to Monterey. and
I
get
bet
some
he's buying one
paperweight
this
too.
I
year.
bet he buys one at
Yes.
Monterey this year.
I'll show it off if I do.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Bring it in.
All right, we'll see you next week for more Let's Talk Antiques. Take care and enjoy this beautiful day. Bye-bye.